Hello everyone, hope you all are having a fantastic time. A friend of mine sent me these two batteries that have swollen out of their shells as if they're about to explode. And he wanted me to investigate as to why this happened, because the last time he used these batteries, they were just fine. And when I asked him where he kept them, I found that he left them fully charged for a week in his car. And that is a bad idea. It's hard to imagine the amount of power that is packed into these batteries. For the sake of comparison, imagine if an iPhone had this kind of battery capacity, which I hope is going to happen someday. And then you could go on using your iPhone without charging for about 2 months. That kind of energy is discharged by these batteries in just 20 minutes. That's a lot of power squeezed into such small units, and a bit of carelessness could turn them into time bombs. So here are 5 things you should never do with your batteries, and these precautions will not only keep your batteries safe but will also extend their lifespans. So without further ado, let's get started. Number 1. Do not fly aggressively, especially sudden aggressive maneuvers. I don't mean to say you shouldn't fly fast. In fact, speed is crucial to get smooth and seamless shots. But it's important to reach that speed gradually and also come to a halt gradually. Because when you brake suddenly, the propellers on the opposite direction have to spin at a very high RPM to fight the inertia. And during this process, a lot of power is discharged in a short time, which deteriorates your flight time and also reduces the battery's overall life. So if you want to squeeze more mileage out of your machine, go easy with those stunts. Number 2. Do you store your batteries fully charged? Never store your batteries at 100%. Instead, store them at 50%. Only charge your batteries to 100% if you're planning to fly within 24 hours. I usually charge them a couple of hours before using them, but in situations when I'm traveling for more than a couple of days, I charge them to about 90% before packing them up. And I presume most of us have multiple batteries, so that kind of makes it up in case you need extended flight times. Number 3. Do not forget to calibrate your batteries. DJI recommends discharging your batteries below 8% after every 20 charge cycles. To be frank, no one does this religiously until of course there's something wrong with the batteries. But it's still a good idea to deep discharge your batteries once in a while. It helps the electronics on your battery to align with the battery's chemistry so it can continue to interpret the precise amount of charge that's left in them. Number 4. Store your batteries in a cool place like this. Of course not, never in the refrigerator. I've heard a lot of people recommending this, but the extreme low temperatures will lead to condensation inside the battery, damaging the cells. So store them at room temperature, avoid storing it in the car or any place that is too hot. Ideal storage temperature is between 15 to 60 degrees Celsius. Number 5. Do not leave your batteries unused. Put them to use at least once in 2 months. I've seen a lot of people who buy these machines excitedly, but once the initial enthusiasm settles down, they don't fly their machines for quite some time. If you cannot go out and fly them, I suggest put them onto your machines, turn them on and leave it for some time. That way your batteries stay healthy. Now, since these two batteries are completely useless, I'm curious to get a sense of their explosive characteristics. And that's why, in my next video, I plan to put them on fire. Of course, after having taken all necessary precautions. So stay tuned, do subscribe, and apart from the 5 things I mentioned, if you have any other recommendations or safety tips for battery maintenance, do leave them in the comment section below. Thank you and fly safe.